your boy Strame back with another video. Today we're going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Pokemon from the Galar region. Of course, this list is in my opinion, so leave your top 10 list in the comments down below. Before we begin, I would like you to try and guess what would be my favorite Pokemon from Galar. And the first one to guess it correctly will get a shout out in my next video. So now, without further ado, let's dive right into the top 10. Number 10, Duraludon. Duraludon gains the number 10 spot not because of his design, but mostly because of his rivalry with Tyranitar. They're rivals because they share the same environment, and since they both are fierce Pokemon, they can't go and share environments, so they became rivals. I want to learn more about this through the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime, but all I can do is wait, I guess. That's really the only reason Duraludon is on this list. If there's not a good story behind why they're rivals, this Pokemon's probably gonna drop off the list. But if it does have a good story explaining why they're rivals, Duraludon is definitely worthy of the number 10 spot. Number 9, Morpeko. Morpeko is cute as frick. I love its full belly and hangry forms, especially its hangry form because it makes it look even cuter. Like the heck, cuteness is gonna kill me. And Game Freak never gets tired of making even more interesting ways Pokemon generate electricity. This time it's eating seeds. Its Pokedex entry also states how the seeds are roasted by electricity, so I guess that makes sense. Morpeko is also owned by Marnie and, you know, the hot gal by Swipe for 2019. Number 8, Dragapult. Not gonna lie, the design is lit, fam. It also has a epic shiny. And moving on, its attack where apparently shoots out 2 little things in the hole in its horns, you know, which are called Drippy according to Cerebi, is a very interesting move. Its typing also intrigues me since I don't remember Dragon and Ghost typing off the top of my head. Totally not me being lazy to search it up. Number 7, Centiskorch. Is it just me, or does Centiskorch look like a Chinese dragon? The reason Centiskorch is on the number 7 spot on my top 10 list is because of its interesting typing. It's another fire and bug type Pokemon. It also has a Dynamax which looks beastly. One of my favorite Dynamax Pokemon so far into the list. I also want to talk about its design. I never expected a centipede to become a fire breather. Holy Froaky! I really like the flames around its face. Talking about how cool this Pokemon overall is, its Pokedex entries just help it. The Pokedex states how its body temperature is 1500 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately 815 degrees Celsius, and it launches itself like a whip onto its opponent. Ouch! Number 6, Orbital. This Pokemon was surprisingly originally number 9 on my top 10 list. Before I did my research and all that, I was quite surprised how much I like this Pokemon. I didn't expect to like it as much as I do. Ah boy, I adore its design and its shiny. I find it interesting how it's a psychic and bug type. I'd love to have one in real life and show my friends a bug moving objects using its psychic power. Like, the heck, it's funny to me, but it's also kind of, I don't know, interesting. Its Pokedex entry states how powerful this bug's psychic power is by saying that it uses psychic powers to observe its surroundings, and it can observe up to 6 miles away. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. Number 5, Yamper. Yamper is very cute. I think we can all agree on that. It's also described selfish in its Pokedex, but I'll be honest, I don't really care because cuteness wins. I like how it acts in the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime so far. And it's a cute little dog. Some of my viewers know I love those cute little fellas known as dogs. So it had a place in my heart as soon as I saw it. Number 4, Corviknight. Corviknight gains the number 4th spot on this list because of its amazing design. Just think about it this way. It's a bird made of metal and it can fly with all of that weight. That just makes it sound awesome in the eyes of most people. Its Gigantamax form is also my second favorite Gigantamax form so far. You can catch its pre-evolved form, Rookity, very early in the games, and it's not hard to catch at all. According to its Pokédex, it's a successful airborne taxi in Galar. Speaking of Pokédex entries, they tell you that it's the ruler of Galarian skies and that its Gigantamax form can blow winds using its wings faster than a hurricane. That Pokédex entry is quite intimidating, not gonna lie. Number 3, Obstagoon. Tearing its way into the number 3 spot, we have Obstagoon. The reason I have Obstagoon on my top 10 list is because how it evolved into itself. Apparently, Linoons lived in harsh conditions, so their survival instinct kicked in and it evolved. It has a nice shiny. Obstagoon has a nice shiny, and I love its badass design. Its Pokédex entries say that it shouts, which is so intimidating that it makes the opponent flinch. It also has good stats, and I don't know much about the competitive side of Pokemon video games, but Pokemon DB.net says it's immune to 2 types, so that's good, I guess. Number 2, Toxtricity. Does this guy remind you of Toxicroak? Because it did remind me. Even though I don't like Toxicroak, I love Toxtricity's amped form. Its design is another badass one, and I love the colors used on it. How it generates electricity isn't the interesting part, but the sound it makes while doing so is awesome. The Pokédex says it generates electricity by clawing its chest, which makes a stammering guitar sound, which, in my opinion, is a very, very, very cool way of generating electricity. Number 1. Wait a second there. Before we get into the number 1 of my top 10 list, go ahead and leave a comment guessing which Pokemon this is. And as I said earlier in the video, the person who guesses it correctly, the first person who guesses it correctly will get a shout out in my next video. So moving on, Cinderace. Yeah, Cinderace gets the number 1 spot on my list because of its seriously amazing design and its signature move, which is Pyro Ball. Those are the only 2 reasons, but they are good enough to help it pull itself onto the number 1 spot on my list. If you don't know what Cinderace does in its signature move, it juggles a rock until it catches fire and then shoots it at the opponent, like when you shoot a ball in soccer. How cooler can you get with a signature move? Bruh. I'm gonna cut the bruh out. That is it for my top 10 Pokemon from Galar. Thank you so very much if you actually watched through the whole video. If you share a Pokemon in our top 10 list, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to join Team Strame. I also remade a Discord server now with giveaways. I'll have a link to it in the description down below and in my channel banner. So be sure to join and participate in some of those giveaways. None of them require you to pay anything. All of them are free. It's been me, Strame, guys, and I'm signing out. See you all next time.